Consoles and whatnot on it, and they all have lights above them to make it look cool. So we've got Rob the Robot, and then some games, Pokemon and DuckTales. We've got a Best Buy guy just chilling. NES stuff here. So we've got the top loader, the classic, and then the toaster. Then the Famicom from Japan, a couple Bit Boys. Some custom acrylic NES games with a Super Famicom, and then a Hori Commander wireless controller. Then the SNES Junior, then the SNES Classic, and then the original Super Nintendo. And then down here we've got a watermelon Nintendo 64, a Xbox, clear one, and then a gray charcoal Nintendo 64, my Dreamcast, Xbox 360, and then a Resident Evil 2 chainsaw. And then we've got my TV stand here. So this, I've got a Nintendo sign at the top, Pokemon trading card sign at the top, some more deco lights. The TV is a 55-inch Hisense. Nintendo Switch just chilling there. We've got the Sonos Play Bar. And then each one of the cubbies has a Nintendo 64. There's a couple duplicates. So we've got four custom painted ones at the top. This one's my favorite. And then each one has a record behind it. Down here we all have the clear card, well, the two-tone Nintendo 64s from Japan. So you got the clear blue over there, the Just Go that's on top of my Nintendo 64 Double D. And we've got the Die-Hawks that was only sold in Die-Hawk stores, with a custom glow-in-the-dark Super Mario. And then we've got the clear red with an EverDrive. And down here we've got a charcoal N64, a midnight blue one, and then the other Zelda console, and then another charcoal one. Over here we've got my blister collection. So that's all the blister accessories for the N64. I got a couple doubles of the Rumble packs. I found those earlier this year. And we've got some complete in box N64 controllers, all 8 of them. My favorite is Extreme Green. And we've got the press kit collection. So I've got 2 Conker's Bad Fur Day press kits and 2 Perfect Dark press kits. I found this Perfect Dark press kit earlier this year. That was a cool pickup. The glove Nintendo 64 controller. And we've got a couple Best Buy guys. That's new in box too. Perfect Dark. And we've got the challenge coin just chilling there. Conker's Bad Fur Day mug, one of the press kits, and the other Conker's press kit. Then we've got all the cartridges. These are all the cart variants on display stands. These are the not for resale ones. And then these are the gray variants and player's choice over here. And I've got the Pokemon Snap cards over here. Then a Pokemon Snap Station keychain, and then a Pokemon Stadium pen organizer. I found this Ready to Rumble boxing guy earlier this year, and then I got these Kirby balls earlier as well. Then we've got the tape measure. I got 2 of those too. I don't know, I have a weird obsession with 2s of things. And then all my cartridges are in universal game cases with covers printed from thecoverproject.net. That's the full North American set, all 296 games, plus all the variants. And then between, or actually on the side here, we got all my gamer hats. Then I got a couple of them just chilling here with Grimlock, and then Decepticons and Autobots. Deco lights, so we got the SNES snapbacks, Super Famicom snapback, and the gold Super Nintendo. Got a rupee, and then the N64 one. Over here, we've got some Switch stuff. All 5 of the Mario games that have been released so far. And then a Splatoon controller on a rose-colored gaming display stand. You got my Blockbuster sign, which is my favorite purchase ever. I got it this year, I absolutely love it. And then I got this other Blockbuster paperweight, that was pretty cool. And we've got an NFL Blitz promo football. And there's another 2000 NFL Blitz one. I found the Showtime basketball earlier this year. And then I've got a Nintendo Age sign and then a Rareware sign posted or taped to that. SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom, just chilling. Got my Chippo 64, which is a handheld N64. And we've got a Panasonic Q with the English remote cover. That's pretty hard to find, or it was anyways, until they reproduced them. And we've got the Platinum GameCube with the Wavebird. Some new in-box Japanese Nintendo 64 games. The Asian Turok. It's actually the Asian version for the Turok. 2 Seeds of Evil. That's pretty cool. I found that a few years ago. Over here, we've got some more Japanese games. These aren't new in box. They're opened. And then I've got the fishing rod controller. Another Wavebird. Some graded copies of Pokemon Box, Big Box from Japan. A black GameCube. The Chippo 64, which is the handheld 64. My other Panasonic Q. Another Platinum GameCube. Some more new in-box N64 games from Japan. And then we have the first case I ever bought, which was Yoshi's Story, and then a complete in-box copy. So that is that portion of the room. And then now we come to my favorite part. My sealed Nintendo 64 set that turned out absolutely fantastic. So we'll get right into it. Well, actually, we'll start at the 64 set. So at the top, we've got all the, 10 consoles displayed. We'll start over here. We've got the electric blue Fox Data Series 2 controllers. So you got Desert Storm, Red Rain, Chrome Leopard, and then Purple Forest. They're all on rose-colored gaming display stands. I've got the Toy Story movie ticket variant there, factory sealed and graded. Some Japanese games. You got Pokemon Gold and Silver. WrestleMania 2000. It's not a Japanese game, but I just put it there anyways. You got Sin and Punishment. You got the Chrome Fox Datas. You got Chrome, Bronze. This is Chrome. There's Gold. Got the Chrome console with the GoldenEye. Then we got the electric blue controller with Bronze just chilling in the back there. Over here we've got a complete in-box copy of Super Smash because I can't find a factory sealed one. Worms Armageddon graded. Hey You Pikachu sealed. It's just a complete in-box copy of Pokemon Stadium 2, the new Tetris. That's one of my favorite games. I highly recommend playing it if you haven't. Then we got the Pokemon console with Hey You Pikachu. Next to him we got Detective Pikachu just chilling with the sealed copy of Banjo-Kazooie. And then behind that we got another copy of Pokemon Stadium, my childhood copy. Pokemon Stadium 2 graded. Bottom we've got the Grape console with Shadow Man with sunglasses attached to the back. That's one of my all-time favorite pickups ever. Got the Grape Nintendo 64 controllers, both blister ones. I've got 2 complete blister controller sets. I'm missing one watermelon though, unfortunately. I had one, but the guy wouldn't ship to Canada, which kind of sucked, but whatever. Then we have the gold Nintendo 64 with the ice blue. Got 2 blister controllers. Gauntlet Legends variant factory sealed with warrior figure right there. It's pretty hard to find. It was one of my all-time favorite pickups. Sealed copy of Super Mario 64. Daikatana. Got the ice controller, or ice console, sorry, with Majora's Mask. This is the collector's edition. I still need a black label. And we've got 2 blister ice controllers. Over here we've got the fireboxed Australian exclusive. I'm still looking for a jungle version of the Australian Funtastic, so if you have one, hit me up on Instagram. Back there we've got a blister fire. Another blister fire over there, and then we got the fire controller on the rose-colored gaming display stand. The fire console with a glow-in-the-dark Yoshi Story, with my graded copy of Yoshi Story. Yoshi Story is also a great game. I highly recommend playing that if you haven't. Over here, or actually up here, we'll go up first. Up. We got the Smoke collection. Got the Player's Choice Red Label variant, factory sealed of Mario Kart 64. A smoked blister controller that I dropped on the floor a few years ago and broke. I need to replace it. The Smoke console, Banjo-Tooie, graded gold. And we've got the GoldenEye, factory sealed copy. And the other blister Smoke controller. That's that port. Next beside here, we've got Watermelon with the Watermelon blister, which is highly, so hard to find, man. It's crazy. I missed the second one this year, unfortunately. It would have been cool to have 2 to finish the collection off, but oh well, wasn't meant to be. Then we got the StarCraft 64 factory sealed. Watermelon N64 with a glow-in-the-dark Scooby-Doo. Cruisin' World, also a great game. We've got Super Mario 64 case box that I just found on eBay a few months ago. $50 well spent. So I've got an acrylic case for it I had made a few years ago. Then we've got the Player's Choice sealed copy of 1080 Snowboarding. And now, finally, we've got the Jungle collection. So we got the Blister Jungle. Then we've got Donkey Kong 64 and the Jungle Green. My favorite game ever, Conker's Bad Fur Day. My graded copy. Jungle Green Nintendo 64 blister. I just thought this was cool to put a DK box right there, so I put it there. Over here we've got the source book for Nintendo 64 from 1996, and then complete Pokemon collection for the first 3 sets. Got the Target exclusive pre-order bonus. It's got like 4 Zelda figures. And then we've got the 40 Wing Sky. I was a Kickstarter backer. This is a custom Billy bookcase. I cut it in half to fit the space. Turned out pretty cool. What else is down here? Right here we've got Taz Express. This is a really fun game. It was a PAL exclusive. So this is a duplicate, so if you want it, trade me something cool, or I don't know, make me an offer. It's a 95 Gauntlet Legends. Factory sealed copy of F1 World Grand Prix 2. The box sealed collection for the accessories. So we've got the expansion pack and then the RS switch back there. Then we've got International Superstar Soccer. This has a Spanish text box on the back. That was a placeholder version copy of Fighting Force 64 until I found the sealed copy. Also a duplicate Aero Fighters Assault. It's got a rip in the back. If you're interested, shoot me a DM. And then, this is my favorite thing ever. I completed the complete controller collection earlier this year. There's 29, if memory serves me correctly. I have all of them now. So we'll start with the solid colors. You got blue, black, gray, red, green, yellow, and then you got black gray, which is a Mario Kart exclusive in Japan. We've got some colored controllers here. We've got an atomic one, a Steel Stick 64, and a grape Nintendo 64 controller. Pretty cool. It's got a steel stick in it. Honestly, I've never really played with it. There's no real difference to me. They go for crazy money for some stupid reason. And we've got the Extreme Green. This is my favorite color ever. I love Extreme Green. So cool. Then we got the Hello Mac, which was a Toys R Us exclusive in Japan. And then the 4 Pokemon consoles, or sorry, 4 Pokemon controllers. That was a Battle Set exclusive in Australia. These 2 were the Japanese version, and then the blue and yellow was North America. Beside that, we have the Joffrey sticker controller. This was a Toys R Us exclusive in Japan. A Nintendo Power 100 controller. Donkey Kong 64. The Millennium 2000, where there was only 1,000 of these made. It's a really, really hard controller to find. I got this years and years ago for 400 bucks. Then we've got another Nintendo Power 100 controller, and then a second DK64 controller with the banana tips. These 2 in the middle are the Hudson Joy cards. They're 1 of 1,000. They were mail-in win only from Japan. Over here, we have another Hello Mac. I bought a second one because I was impatient and didn't want to wait for the first one to arrive. All the Funtastic controllers, as well as the Toys R Us exclusive gold. So you got Fire, Jungle, Grape, Gold, Watermelon, Smoke, and Ice. Then we've got the 40 Winks Kickstarter backer controller over here. Diehawks controller, Clear Red. Or no, that's a Watermelon, sorry. This is the Diehawks controller. So that was the Fire controller. That's the Watermelon controller. That's the Diehawks controller. Then we've got the Clear Red back there, the Clear Blue. And we have a Diehawks control, or sorry, Jusco controller just chilling right there. And that is all the controllers. I think that looks really cool. And I made little risers for these, so that's why they sit above. So I cut a shelf in half, and I put little risers on them so they could stand back so you could see the front. So it would pop more and make it look way cool, man. And then over here, we've got all my sealed games. It's so cool, man. Like this room turned out so epic. I love it. I love this room. So we'll just start here and we'll show the games off. Army Men Surges Heroes 2. I wish I could find a better copy. That one's got a cut in the plastic. This is the super mint. This is probably the mintiest of mint game ever. Big Mountain 2000. So pumped to have that mint. And you got Blast Corps, a rare game. Bomberman, Bust a Move 2. Sadly, this one has a hole through the center. I need to replace that at some point. Over here. Notable ones in here. Totally. Chameleon Twist 2. Super hard to find. There's more graded copies on eBay. Actually, it's not really hard to find. It's just expensive. And over here, Cruising USA. Great game. One of my all-time favorites. Diddy Kong Racing, Earthworm Jim. Donkey Kong 64. This one's climbing in price. Fighter's Destiny. This was a difficult game. Or actually, no, Flying Dragon was a difficult game to find. So if you come across that, I'd recommend picking it up. It's pretty tough to find sealed. And we've got Hey You Pikachu, a sealed copy of it. Next up, Pokemon Snap. Man, this is one of my all-time favorite games as well. So good. If you haven't played it, I highly recommend playing it. Paper Mario, man, this stuff's going for crazy money now. I think there was an auction that list went for like $2,000 or something. It's absolutely insane. I don't envy all the people who are starting to collect now. Everything's just getting stupid. All the Mario parties, so that's Mario Party 3 over here. And then you got Mario Party. Actually really difficult to find the first one factory sealed. It's probably the hardest of the 3 to find. Mario Party 2, Mario Golf. What do we got over here? Pokemon Stadium, Rally Challenge, Power Rangers. This was pretty difficult to find. Power Rangers Lightspeed Rescue. Resident Evil 2. What else is a really good game? I've got lights on each of these shining down. These are Wish lights. They're remote controlled. They're pretty cool. So they illuminate everything and make everything really pop. Rocket Robot on Wheels. That's a pretty tough one to find. Star Fox 64, there you go. That's the big box. I still need to get the Player's Choice version. The new Tetris, that's still one of my all-time favorite games too. I love it. Tony Hawk, the last game released ever for the 64. Then you got the Turoks over here, Twisted Edge Snowboarding, Wave Race. That's such a good game. I loved Wave Race. I do have a spare World Cup 98 if somebody's interested. And then we got both copies of 40 Winks from Pico Interactive when they did their Kickstarter. These are the Player's Choice versions. And then we got all the graded games down here. FIFA Soccer 99. That's an uncirculated copy, so it came out of a case box. What else is over here? Dark Rift, that's a cool one. Doom 64. Everybody loves Doom. Super high grade there. And then you got Duck Dodgers. That's a hard game to find sealed as well. Even with complete in box, it's pretty difficult to find. Extreme G2, that's my highest graded game there, 95. Or one of my highest. I found it for 20 bucks. It's one of my all-time favorite scores. And we've got Cruisin' Exotica, Bust a Move, Battle Tanks, Aiden Chronicles. That's pretty difficult to find. We got Kobe Bryant NBA Courtside. And then we've got 3 Korean Diddy Kong Racings. And then Premier Manager 64 was a PAL exclusive. Down here we've got Hydro Thunder. Indiana Jones is a pretty tough one to find. Mega Man 64, great game. Mickey Speedway, also a great game. Monopoly, I recommend playing that if you haven't played it. Over here we've got Monster Truck Madness 64. That's one of the only 2 Rockstar games. That and Earthworm Jim. And we've got all the NBA games, Miss Pac-Man, NHL, NFL Quarterback Club, 2001. What else is here? Pilot Wing 64. This was the first game released for the Nintendo 64. Way back 24 years ago. We've got Paperboy, Perfect Dark, PGA European Tour. That's pretty tough to find. I never did play Pokemon Puzzle League. Maybe I'll play that later. And we've got Polaris Snowcross back over there, I think. And Quake 64. No, sorry. Quake 2 was my 100th sealed Nintendo 64 game. That's kind of cool. Quest 64. Rayman. This is the non-holo cover. There's a couple variants of this. There's a holo cover and a non-holo. I have a non-holo. I still got to pick up the holo version. Got Rugrat 64. Ready to rumble. And then last but not least, on the bottom shelves, San Francisco Rush, Snowboard Kids 1 and 2, both the South Park games, Space Invaders, got Super Bowling there, picked that up years and years ago. Superman, the worst game ever released for the Nintendo 64. Tom and Jerry, Powerpuff Girls. Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2 is probably like the greatest game ever made. I love that game so much. The Turoks down there, V-Rally 99. What do we got over here? You got Wetrix, you got Wingback Covert Ops. And then the last game ever, Xena. Well, not the last game ever, but the last game in the alphabet for the console. All right, and then above the door here, we've got my complete Hori mini pad collection. They're all on 3D printed hangers. You got Snow White, Clear Red, Clear Blue, Atomic, Gold, and you got Yellow, Black, Red, Blue, and Green. Another Nintendo Age sign just chilling here. This shelf has all my Game Boy stuff, my GameCube stuff, PSP, the 64 disc drive stuff. So we'll start up here, the Game Gear. Pokemon Crystal, you got a 3DS, a DSi, an 8-bit Do controller, the boxes for the mini consoles, Super Mario 64 on the DS, Back to the Future DeLorean, a couple TurboGrafx Minis boxes, a PSP, the Superboy with Street Fighter, of course, 8-bit Do TurboGrafx 16, wireless controller. Then we've got my Pokemon set up here. I still need to pick up red, blue, and yellow. We got the Game Boy Micro, Crystal, Silver, Gold. And we got red, Fire Red and Leaf Green. And you got Sapphire, Ruby, and Pokemon Emerald. Another Game Boy Micro. This is the anniversary console. Got a Yoshi. Futurama was probably the coolest. So on this shelf, we've got my handheld collection and then just some random bits as well as the GameCube game collection. So we'll start at the top. We got a Game Gear, Pokemon Crystal, got a 3DS, a DSi, Toys R Us goodie box, or R Zone goodie box. I found that earlier this year. It's pretty cool. Came with that basketball. We've got a an 8-bit Do wireless controller, the mini console boxes, Back to the Future DeLorean from Back to the Future 3, Yoshi, Super Mario 64 on the DS, a couple TurboGrafx boxes, some controllers, PSPs, a Superboy with Street Fighter. Then we've got my Pokemon collection over here. Got a couple Game Boy Micros, got a silver one, and then the anniversary one. Got Pokemon, Gold, Silver, and Crystal. Then we've got Fire Red and Leaf Green, Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald on display stands from Rose Color Gaming. I still need to pick up Red, Blue, and Yellow. Then we've got Futurama characters, just because, well, it made it look cool. Then we've got the Game Boy Advance kiosk. It's the countertop kiosk. I don't have the light for it. I wish it came with the light, but it doesn't. It's got Pokemon Sapphire in it, the not for resale version of it. Down here we've got my 64 DD collection. And then Bang-I-O, which is like 10,000 limited print run in Japan. It's pretty difficult to find. 3DS, it's my wife's. F-Zero X. All the Mario Artists. I got the big box. I got doubles of Mario Artist. Some Blockbuster keychains just chilling there. Then we have just some favorites for the Wii, the Xbox, PS2, PS3, and the PSP. Down here we've got my GameCube collection. And then on the bottom, guitar pick collection, just some random odds and ends, a PSP class or a PSX Classic, and a Nokia N-Gage and blister. And then the small skinny shelf, I just have some Game Boys on stands from Rose Color Gaming. A couple Game Boy Colors, Game Boy Advances, the e-reader with another Game Boy Advance. There's the box for the Game Boy Micro. A DS. I think it's a DS Lite, actually. Advance SP. A couple copies of Super Mario Bros. 3. And we've got the DSi on a stand. And then behind that, we've got the Nokia... What the hell was that one? The Nokia 3310. This was the re-release back in 2017, I think it was. Another N-Gage, Disneyland bracelet, and then some sealed N-Gage games. So yeah, that is my update game room tour. If you enjoyed, follow me on Instagram. Alrighty, 64 guy out.